close the windows very well. So, from a perspective of our bite, I think the first thing that comes into mind, of course, is this digital lounge experience that we wanted to bring. So you could see whether it's the coast-to-coast display 49 by 10 right in front of us, but you could see it's not blocking any of the field of vision. From the front especially, you're sitting in a commanding position, and then right in front of the driver, all the driver relevant settings and information that I would need, right? Like side mirror and rear view mirror, right? All that video is now projected in front of me. The information about my miles per hour, my gear selector, my battery state of charge, right in front of me, no distractions, it's very safe. Then this driver tablet right in front of me, my PR and D, again right in my fingertips, but also seat settings. So you have your seat settings applicable. We can have a conversation, right? I think for the age of autonomy, we should be able to talk directly, pass content from left to right, back to front. This is one of those features.
This is the maximum rotation?
Yeah, and we do the crash testing, of course, on the full maximums and all angles, so that we ensure full 5-star. But you can see we're able to interact, and for the age of autonomy, right? You can already imagine how fun it would be to drive somewhere, take a road trip. So other things that we have is, of course, the settings for drivers. It's 4-zone. I know a lot of cars have that right now, but whether it's the climate or whether it's let's say your music, your videos, your contacts, your preferred settings, your destination, the idea is actually that we would be able to not only have it in your Byton, your wife's Byton, in any Byton, right? So if you have a shared Byton car, your settings through for the facial recognition cameras, right? As you enter the doors, and is in the cars themselves as well, you'd be able to be recognized, and your settings would travel with you, and all those settings would be stored at our digital cloud.
So when you call it coast-to-coast display, is that just your vernacular, or is that what
Byton's
calling it? Okay,
but we call it officially a shared experience display, right? So SVD is the term that we use.
Okay.
Well, we just call it coast to coast because it's
I like coast to coast.
Yeah, right.
It works.
It's very good.
Yeah. So all those settings would go there, but here you could do things like input with a driver tablet right through your fingertips. It's very convenient. You could do it through voice. We announced our Amazon Alexa partnership, or you can do it via gesture. So gesture, of course, is also one of those things that is super important for us. So one of our highlights. Then one of the things, again, like we're so important about having driver relevant settings right in front of us. So with this, I can adjust things like my status bar. You can see it's moving up and down. Even my rear view, side view cameras right now are going up and down. So you can have like this perfect vision between the steering wheel. So it's like a really cool ability to move things around. So, but with our gesture control, we have 5 gesture settings, right? I'll do it maybe with my left hand, so it's not messing with what's on the screen. So this gesture is actually the main menu gesture, or to recognize your gesture. So it's like kind of the calibration gesture. Then your pointer gesture, right? Then you have your select gesture, which is this, or OK works as well. Or you can resize things. So it's 5 gestures. It's very intuitive once you're playing around the screen. So for instance, you hold your hand like this, right? And then the circle comes up. Then now you can see it's following, it's tracking my fingertips, right? So I like doing the OK, that's just by habit. So you can have music, you can have videos, so whether it's stored locally or digitally online, you can have access, right? Because we're doing 4 and 5G connections. What's also cool now is we are able to interact with not just like all this different type of entertainment content, but you're also able to, let's say, go into your communication and share that content. whether it's the file, the music, whatever, or you want to make a phone call, you want to do a video call, you want to send an email, you want to send a message, or you want to share calendars, right? Send an invite. You can do that all via touch voice, right? So this is all there. So for instance, now you have a communication stream via message. You see also we're able to do files also being shared between contacts, all within your fingertips. The next section that I'd like to highlight is actually the activities. Activities, of course, think about activities like navigation, like you have a meeting, you need to go from point A to point B, you need to go shopping. These are the different activities. And these activities would pop up here under your timeline up top here, right? So then you could drag and drop them, so you can do it via time or via location. And also it would automatically notify, let's say, your guests that you just done something, right? You change the location for your 7 o'clock meeting, or let's move the 7 o'clock meeting to 10 o'clock. It's going to automatically notify your contacts of that, so who are joining you. So that's a really cool feature as well. Next is our health section. So with health, we're doing things like monitoring vital signs, sleep, workout, and O2 levels. So not only monitoring those things, but also being able to give advice based on those things. But let me give you an example by going into one of these menus and showing you just an overview on, let's say, the current status of your blood pressure, right? Or giving like a historical average of your blood pressure. So we have different devices and sensors. So for instance, our seats are able to detect your heart rate, but we also have, let's say, blood pressure monitors and oxygen sensor monitors. So
all in the seat?
Not all in the seat.
No,
so
yeah.
some things, of course, is not on the seat.
On the
but,
wheel?
We have like different devices featured. So for instance, the
Watches or something like that?
yeah, we have different smart devices that interact with this. So whether you bring your own or it comes with a button as an accessory, you can have it. So you can see it's 4 menu basics. The hand gestures are very simple. You can move, you can grab things, you can move them around, right? So you can see, you can change the menu layouts. It's super intuitive, it's super easy to move. So it's just, you really ask yourself, you know, how can we be the first? You know, it's just so natural to use your touch like this. All right, so with that, let's switch to the driving program. So let's make sure everyone's seatbelt is on. But even those small degrees, you can tell it's really allowing for this conversation, right? Much naturally than me right now, just having to turn my body. So, all right, we're all ready. We'll build up our speed. So. Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah.
Great.